For a Japanese man on death row, justice came after a delay of over half a century. The longest-serving prisoner in the world was cleared of his murder conviction after a court determined that the evidence against him had been falsified. A district court cleared Iwao Hakamada in a retrial of the murders of 4 people in the central Japanese region in 1966. Now, Hakamada spent 45 years on death row before a court ordered for his release at a retrial in 2014 amidst doubts about the evidence on which his conviction had been based. Now, Hakamada's sister, in fact, battled for decades to clear her younger brother's name. After the trial, she said that it was sweet to hear the words "not guilty." Now, the former boxer, who is now 88 years old, was charged with killing his former boss and family by stabbing them to death and then setting their house on fire. Despite his initial admission of involvement in the crimes, he retracted the confession and pleaded innocent throughout the trial, but was nevertheless sentenced to death in 1968, a penalty that was upheld by Japan's Supreme Court as well in 1980. His lawyers had argued on the basis of DNA testing on the blood-stained clothes that said to belong to Hakamada. The test showed that the blood was not his. In the early hours of the day, hundreds of people waited in line to try to get a seat for the verdict in the murder case that has gripped Japan and raised questions about Japan's legal system. Now, Japan is the only major industrialized democracy other than the United States to retain the death penalty, a policy that has an overwhelming public support. And in Japan's post-war history, Hakamada is the 5th individual to have been on the death row to be granted a retrial. All 4 of the earlier cases also ended in exoneration. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.